Human music. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Human music. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Human music. I like it. I like it. human music. I like it. I like it.
Here we go. Hello, my friends. Hello, 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 hello. I don't even know what day it is, but I do know it's Monday. It's Monday, January 15th, and we are back with another Rhev's Palaver. I'm so happy that you could join us and make it here today. I am talking again to my awesome friend, Frobro, episode 60, guest Frobro. How you doing, brother?
Hey. I'm doing pretty good. How's it going, man?
I'm doing excellent. We were just talking about your proud Maori heritage and your desire to go shirtless on stream.
Yeah, I just want to stream shirtless once in a while.
Yeah. Know? You know, in the Prepper Nerds, we often call that opening the bobs, you know. Oh. Sharing them. Sharing. Opening the bobs.
Sharing is caring.
Yes. Man. Dude, your stream has been blowing up the last, I would say in the last month, I've seen your chat get a lot bigger. Your stream, have you seen that at all? Because I feel like even 2 months ago, I'd stop in and it'd be like me and like one other guy. And then lately, I've been coming in. There's like 12, 15 people when I stop in the mornings.
Yeah, it looks like you might have some committed viewers these days. It's kind of nice. I feel like you get more viewers in the morning, though, which is kind of, I don't know, kind of awkward. I usually stream all night into the morning, but I don't tend to stream that late. But when I do, I usually get the good amount of European viewers.
Well, you're on the West Coast, right?
No,
you are on the East Coast. Why did I think you were West Coast?
We're in the same time
zone. All right,
zone.
well, you know, fuck me for being an idiot then.
Oh, I was just making sure.
Lassane is shocked that you will open Bob's. Yeah, we were just talking about it. You know, I'm not saying he definitely does. You know what you're going to have to do is you're going to... I'll bet Lassane has become nocturnal for this month. I'll bet if you stream, she could even host into you and watch and check to see if you're opening Bob's.
There you go.
She's nocturnal this month. She's usually up like stupid early in the morning, but
we got the best stream.
Best hair, best stream, best open Bobs. There you go. North America.
Yep. That's all you need.
All right, dude. I want to start out by eating a little crow and telling you that you were right about 2 things Hearthstone related, and I was kind of wrong. Now, the first one I didn't really argue with you about, but I was like, there's probably different. I didn't say anything, but in my head I did.
Yeah.
We talked about the ladder experience.
Yeah.
And you basically were like, there's no point to ladder. You want to go into that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, like, what part of the ladder you're at, because you're going to face the same decks anyway. Like, you're going to face the best decks that people get off the internet anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter. That's why the new player experience is so garbage.
Network link established with another streamer.
It really is. And I apologize. It just got
no.
Little... wait, why did that pop up green? Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Yeah. So someone posted on Reddit, and they posted a picture that they were like, I started a new account to check out the new player experience for this current meta. And they're like, my second game. It was just a straight, you know, whatever, Big Priest or whatever the tier 1 decks are. And they're like at rank 25. Thank you very much to Rock and Rage for the raid. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it today. I apologize, Frobro.
No, it's all good. It's Monday. Monday feels better.
Dude, I ate dinner and I ate too much, and then I immediately went and took a nap afterwards and woke up like 30, 40 minutes ago, and I'm still like...
Waking up. No, it's all good.
I don't know. Fro's audio desync is pretty large. Anyone else seeing that? Can you let me just say something, Frobro?
What's up? Yeah, I think it's the cam. Feels bad.
Well, it looks fine in my OBS, so it's probably Twitch. Let me try one other thing. I'm sorry. Technical issues, guys. I apologize. Look at that glorious mane. Yes, Rock. Frobo has best hair in North America. Everyone knows this.
It's true, you know.
I used to make a new account, just like a throwaway account, just to try out the new player experience every 6 months or so. And the last time I did was right about midway through Unguro. And just casual mode. Like my first game I played, straight Questro Cancer.
Yeah.
Then I went on to the ladder. First, like, Quest Rogue was my second game. Like, how does Blizzard fix this? How do they fix the new player experience?
I have no idea. I mean, that's the problem, right? Because, I mean, even I tend to get Legend every season, and at the beginning of the season, they put us all the way back down to rank 16. And, you know, like, a lot of the rank 16 players are, you know, they're going to get fucked. That's it. Like, they're just, you know, like, I mean, they're not new, but they're newer, usually. Mm-hmm. And then they have to compete with, like, the best players in the game at the beginning of the season. No, you just can't. Like, I don't know.
Well, I've always said I'm perfectly happy being rank 20 to rank 10. Like, I don't have any interest in climbing the ladder. Like, I like playing and I like seeing myself climb the ladder. But, like, plenty of times I've gotten up to, like, rank 11 and then in one day just dropped all the way back down to 15. Whatever.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's okay if you don't care, but people, you know, people don't want to get stomped at rank 25.
Yeah.
By the best decks. That's the problem. I don't know. You could fix it by, like, I don't know. It's a micro fix, but you could put the legend players at rank 15. I mean, at least it's a ranked 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at least, you know, the pro players won't drop down to rank 20 and bully kids. They're stuck at 15 plus. I mean, that's a small fix, but...
Well, so my thought was this, right? Like,
mm-hmm.
if you ever get to rank, let's say, 15.
Yeah.
From then on, you could even say from then on for the rest of that year. So, like, we're in the year of the Mammoth now, which ends next expansion. Until the year ends... You can whenever the new season starts, you automatically start. The lowest you can start is 10 points lower. So if the highest you've ever gotten is rank 5, then the lowest you'll ever go for that year is rank 15. If you hit legend, the lowest you'll ever go is rank 10.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, you know, just have there be like a floor that you hit. But the only problem with that is the rewards, right?
Yeah.
Personally, I think rewards are stupid. They need to get rid of the rewards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, right? It's something.
I'd like to see more rewards in the front end and taken off of the ladder. Like, let there be a card back, you know, every month, whatever. The card back's fine. Who cares? But then put better rewards in the front end. Like, increase the quest rewards. I'd like to see quest rewards go to, like, I'd like to see people be able to do quests in, like, the adventures or the dungeon runs.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, they need to work on the economy a little bit. Like, the economy where you get, like, 10 gold for 3 wins is a little outdated. Because, you know, back in the day, there was 2 expansions and 1 adventure. Mm-hmm. But now there's 3 full expansions, so I think you need to rework the economy a little bit. People need to get more gold, right? Because there's more cards to get these days. But
well, I definitely have a feeling on that. But John Coffin wants to know, do you get the ladies?
Of course I do, man. All the ladies. I can't even leave my house anymore.
Like,
you don't even understand.
Look at that hair. How could he not?
Can't even leave my house because it's just hordes and hordes of women.
They're just like... You just walk out the door to get your mail, and all of a sudden you hear, you just get tackled.
They're like fiends.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's sort of the problem with having the best hair in North America. You know,
has its downsides. You know.
Yeah, it does. I think part of the bigger problem, getting back to the rewards, is that it's not so much how much is out there to buy. But it's more like, how do you improve the new player experience, and how do you keep people playing this game as opposed to Eternal or Elder Scrolls Legends or Feria or Duelist or so many other games that are out there that are basically Hearthstone.
That's another thing. It's like, it's Hearthstone, right? Like, it's the biggest CCG out there. Like, whenever a new card game comes out, everyone spams Hearthstone copy because they know there's one god of the CCG and it's Hearthstone. That's why all the other game companies give you so much free stuff and gold, because they want to be Hearthstone. They won't say it, but that's what they want to be, right? And, you know, it's good to have some competitions. They don't have a monopoly and just bully the people who buy stuff. Because if they have a monopoly over, you know, over the market, then they can just do whatever they want and in turn fuck us all over. But yeah, that's the thing, right?
Well,
a new player experience is better in other games, is what I'm saying.
it's so much better. I mean, there's probably 3 or 4 people in chat right now that started playing because they'd watch me play it, and the new player experience just beat them down.
They're done.
They
Yeah, I mean, it's bad. Like, there's no new player experience. Feels bad, man.
Yes. Also, he has a solid beard. Good point, Bex.
It's solid. Yeah, I actually cleaned it up today just for this. I was actually looking like Grizzly Adams for a little while there. It's a little spooky. Glad you like it.
Yeah, and if if Darth Bex pays you a compliment on your appearance, you can take it as, you know, gold, because she knows. She knows. No, I don't clean up shit. Sorry, Rock. I just
feels bad.
I just
man.
show up. That's what I do.
Oh man, it's alright.
I feel like, yeah, it's like World of Warcraft, right? Like, for the longest time, World of Warcraft was the king of MMOs, and you know, arguably it still is.
Yeah.
But you look at their player base, and it's dropped so much since Wrath of the Lich King. That was their second expansion. That was the height of their glory, and they never really did a lot to innovate their process. They're like, well, this works, and this is making us a butt ton of money, so who cares if our numbers drop off slowly over time, right?
Yeah. It's another thing, right? Like World of Warcraft was like shit now. It was groundbreaking when it came out, but now, compared to other MMOs, this was like trash. Like, even Elder Scrolls Online, which looks pretty, you know, mid-tier trash, looks better than World of Warcraft, but it's got, you know, it's got Blizzard fanboys, right? That's a problem. That's also another problem with all the Blizzard games, right? They just got the fan base, and that's it. Doesn't really matter how good your content is if you got the fan base, right? Lol crip, lol.
Well, I mean, I will say, I don't like MOBAs, but I think that Heroes of the Storm is my favorite MOBA that's on the market.
Oh yeah, it's mine too. It's like the most new player friendly, I'd say, of the MOBAs. You don't have to learn items. You learn, like, I don't know how many talents you get, like 8 talents a game or something, and you figure out what's good when, and that's it. You don't have to learn 300 items. You know, it's generally.
You don't have to learn. Oh well, if you're going for an attack power build, you want the.
Yeah, every 3 levels you pick one of like 4 talents, and that's it. Bam.
Oh, done.
Yeah. I like Heroes of the Storm. It's probably, it's like the only MOBA I can tolerate.
I'm not a fan of MOBAs, so.
Yeah, me neither. But Heroes of the Storm feels good, man.
It's nice. Yeah, I don't know. But getting back to Hearthstone's new player experience, I have another thought. Okay, so the ladder is trash, right? It just is.
Yeah.
You've got, as you said, if you've got someone who plays a legend in the first month of a meta, which that happens, right?
Yeah.
And then they don't play for a month. They just take a month off, or they just play casual, you know, because they're like, well, I got legends, so whatever. They just play casual to do their quests. Then a month later, if they get back into it, they're back down into the rank 20s again. Yeah,
and then they can just bully people with their basic deck. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, no, it's just the new play experience is bad. It's dead.
So
unless you like disenchant all your cards and make one deck, it's bad, which you don't want to do.
And even then, you have to. So I was talking about someone with this, like, you know, Disguised Toast did that free to play challenge, and he got the legend with a mid-range hunter. he did a lot of like shit that no new player is going to know to do, right? Like he logged on from an iPhone and then a Samsung phone, and then he went somewhere else to get free. Like he did very specific things to get very specific, and he spent his gold. Like, okay, now that I've got this much gold, I buy Karazhan so I can get this far in Karazhan to get, kindly grandmother. Like he knew exactly what he was doing, right?
Yeah, that comes with experience, right? I mean, new players won't know what cards are in each set, right? They're just like, oh, I guess I buy these and hope for the best. And then, I don't know.
I remember when I was like, I went through a long period where I didn't play. And I want to say it was after the Undertaker meta, or it might have been the Dark Iron Warrior meta. I don't know if you played during those.
Yeah, I played for pretty much all the shit storms. Yeah.
After one of those two terrible metas, I stopped playing for months. Like literally like 2 or 3 expansions. I would like play like one game and then I'd set it aside for another 2 or 3 months. Anyways, I came back and I started net decking, of course, because I understand that's how you win. And I was like, I want to craft this card, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find it in my collection. I'm like, there was an adventure that came out. And I had to,
Yeah.
So if you don't know what you're doing, you can't. It's not obvious how you get through it. So my idea was this: instead of having a classic ladder with classic rewards, right? You have a laddering system based on value of your collection.
Yeah.
Do you think something like that could work?
It might. I mean, I don't know. It still doesn't help with the experience problem, though, right? Because I'm like, I don't know. A new player can spend $1,000 on the game, right? That's another problem when you can just buy cards, right?
Well, I mean,
it might help. It probably would help for like the newer players because their collection isn't worth very much. It'd definitely be an improvement. That's all I'm saying. Like, the new player experience right now is dead. Actually garbage.
Well, I actually think that right now the new player experience is the best that it's been in about a year, only because of Dungeon Run. Like people say to me, "Hey, should I play this game?" And I say, if you do, play it casual only to complete your quests, and then just as soon as you complete your quests, just go play Dungeon Run. And
there you go.
Like it's the only way you're gonna have fun playing this game. And then, like, 6 months from now, if you're still playing it every single day, then you'll know.
You'll know if you're ready for the salt. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you fix it, man. Like, it's brutal. It's fucking rough. Like, I don't know. You gotta do something, though. You can't just have the new players getting beat by the best decks in the game.
They could just make a Murloc Warlock deck like you did and just...
No, you're right. You're right. Murloc best deck.
So I had another idea too. So you know how they have the beginners package where it's like, I think it was like $10 and you get a guaranteed legendary and like 5. I don't even know if they're still doing that.
No, I think so. New account, I'm pretty sure. You only buy it once per account.
Okay. So I had another idea. You ready?
Yep.
And this will never happen because it would mean that Team 5 would have to do work. But you take a tier 2, like a good tier 2 deck, and you have like 3 or 4 tier 2 decks, and you tell someone like, okay, $50, you buy this, we give you a tier 2 deck with all of the cards that are in it, and then 3 packs from every expansion that's ever been out.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty good, right? Buying decks would be it'd be neat. It'd be nice. I don't know. You can buy starter decks in other games, right? Not even starter decks. You can buy like decent decks in other games. But yeah, I mean, even if they just did the starter pack for every expansion, that'd be good, right? 10 packs, legendary. It was like $5. I mean, it's a good get you on your feet,
Yeah.
Something.
Although I will say, I think they've sort of heard people, and they're sick of the way they've been doubling up on class legendaries. So like everyone got a quest, everyone got an epic legendary weapon. I feel like they're at least making very, very tiny baby steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, the double class legendary doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, it's better than making unplayable neutral legendaries, right?
I don't know. When you say unplayable, do you mean broken, like overpowered, or unplayable, like Auction Master Beardo, which just suck?
No, like Auction Master Beardo. I mean, how many neutral legendaries are there per expansion now? Like 5? Before there was like 10.
I think so. I don't know off the top of my head.
Even with the 5, there's still like the occasional unplayable one. So with 10, it's probably just like, you know, like Gruul and Illidan, like just unplayable trash. I mean, at least the class cards tend to see play generally.
Well, Hobart Grapplehammer is a class legendary.
Yeah, you're right.
That's about as trash as trash gets for legendaries.
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, I suppose that delves into the matter of opinion. But it does dovetail with the other thing that you and I actually disagreed on. And I now admit you are right about. Someone in your chat asked you if you could remove any card from the game, what would it be? And I can't remember the 3 cards. You said 3 cards, and I only remember the one that we disagreed on.
Yeah, I said 4. I think it was like 4. There was a number of them. It was like Corridor Creeper, Patches, Kelseth, and Raza, because Raza Priest is
terrible.
Yeah, no, feels bad.
So I disagreed with you on Kelseth. You were like, Kelseth is too overpowered, and I disagreed. And I still kind of think Kelseth himself isn't overpowered. But there is a problem with Kelseth. Kelseth being in the game at all completely changes the meta of the game, right?
Yeah, okay.
Like, he is essentially Reno Jackson. Like, Reno Jackson, when he was in the meta, every game you had to consider, is there going to be a Reno Jackson in this deck? You know what I mean? And that's kind of the way Kelseth is now. You know?
Yeah, I think the whole thing was it's not really like, you know, generally it doesn't just break the game, but if you I don't know. If there's one card in the game that you can draw on a certain turn, and then it increases your win rate by like 20%, that's not healthy. That's not a good thing to be in the game. If you can draw one card out of 30 on a certain turn and win the game, that's not good.
Well, but again, my point that I was making back then, which I don't disagree with you anymore. I think that Kelseth is bad for the game. So let's understand that. But the thing is, those decks that have Kelseth, they rely on Kelseth. Like, if they don't draw Kelseth until turn 15, they've lost. They don't win.
Yeah.
They just don't. You know?
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Rogue could play it 3 times in one turn. It made me want to kill myself. I mean, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, woo, that's when the new players uninstall. See, that's a problem.
Dude, I was playing as a rogue early in the expansion. I made a rogue deck, and I went second, and in my opening hand, I had a Shadow Step and a Kelseth. Turn 1, Kelseth. Turn 2, Shadow Step, replayed him. My opponent conceded before I played any other card. I was like...
Just save himself some time,
like,
yeah. He's like, yep,
easy
nope.
game. Like, you know... Because what else is he going to do? He's like...
The argument I gave was like, you know, it was like, I'm expecting to believe they're bullshit, that they balance every card for a long period of time. And then you make a 2-drop that disrupts all the balance of every card in your deck by giving it +1/+1. And like, that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're telling me all this, you guys take all this time to balance cards, and you just make one card to break all that work? Like, why?
Yeah, and honestly, unless you have very certain deck types, like the downside to it is have no other 2-drops, right? All right, so you just have more 1-drops, or you just have more 1-drops and a few 3-drops that you wouldn't normally have. It's not that big a deal, and especially with certain decks, like if it was a 3-cost card Like, whatever the 3-cost garbage that copies minions that prints Taldaram, if those two had been switched, it would be a completely different card. Because 3-drops are a lot different than 2-drops.
Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. I don't know. What are you going to do, right?
Well, they're not going to nerf it, and they're not going to remove it. I just don't see that happening.
So it's here to stay. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. I mean, you've got another, 14 months with Keleseth in the game.
Yeah.
You know, end of story. That's like...
They're not going to nerf it because, you know, their stats probably say it only happens like 40% of the time. So...
I mean, how could you even nerf it? What, you make it your minions have +0, +2? Like...
I don't know, just make it like 10 mana or something, I don't know. Just erase it from the game.
Well, speaking of other cards that we've got to deal with in the meta, we still have another 14 months of Jade Idol, too.
No, we don't.
It doesn't rotate.
4 months. It rotates out.
Does it?
I think.
Wait. Oh, man.
Yeah. It rotates out.
I'm going to have to Google this now.
All the Jade cards rotate out.
Oh, God.
All the things rotate out.
When does Jade Idol rotate out? Oh, I got the Jade and then the letter I, and then it popped up. And then is it literally Jade Idol rotate out?
Must be a popular question. Yeah. People are like, fuck this.
Yeah. Yep, you were right. 2018, I guess. So we got just a few more months of Jade Idol. Thank God. Although you play a lot of Jade Druid, don't you?
Yeah, I like Jade Druid. I don't know.
I will say it's not as oppressive as it used to be.
No, I mean, you got Geist and stuff now. I mean, Geist actually can do work now, which is neat, I guess.
Well, and the other thing, too, that's nice about Geist is it does take care of some of those other annoying cards like Potion of Madness.
Yeah, it does some work now. It's kind of cool. Kind of helpful. And it's 4 attack against Priest, so that's nice.
Yeah. Tam says, wait, how did you say hi when you're not even typing? I'm typing. I don't know what you're talking about. Just because you don't see me typing, that doesn't mean anything. Magic, exactly.
Stream delay.
Yeah. Crafty little minx. Yeah. That's it. Rock knows. I don't know. I'll be glad. I'll be glad when the next expansion hits because I feel like getting rid of Jade Idol, getting rid of the bullshit in Karazhan, because there's a lot of bullshit Karazhan cards too.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, fucking dude, you play a hunter, it's like, okay. Alright, turn 1 Alley Cat, turn 2, it's either gonna be the Adapt Beast, whatever that's called, or it's gonna be Kindly Grandmother. It's like it's so stale.
Yeah. That's Hunter for you, though. Just play things on curve and hit the face. Yeah. Hunter, easy.
I like playing Hunter, personally. But Hunter is suffering from a major problem right now, which is the Death Knight didn't get any of the new cards.
They said they're going to fix that. They haven't fixed it yet?
No, of course not. I mean, maybe in 6 months we'll see a fix.
Blizzard fucking programming, am I right?
Yeah.
Lol. That's insane. Yeah, I thought they said they were going to fix it. I mean, I guess it'll... Next expansion, soon, TM.
Well, hold on. I'm going to hold my breath until it happens.
Oh, don't do it.
Okay, thank God.
Don't do it.
Yeah, they said they were going to... I mean, how hard of a change can that be to the coding? Like, I understand, we got to put someone on it to fix it.
I'm under the impression they just coded it poorly, like really poorly, like each thing individually coded instead of just making it all one group of minions. They did everyone individually, which is like, Blizz, please.
Yeah. Like, they're like, well, we got to go back in and we've got to put in the custom art for every card. It's like, well, why did you do that? Why didn't you just make the hero power, create a creature called Zombeast, give it one graphic, and then just pull the stats?
Yeah. Are you sure they didn't fix it yet?
No, I'm not sure at all.
I haven't played it.
I don't know. I assume they didn't.
I know they did something where it tells you what the beasts are a combination of now. If you hover over it, it'll tell you it's like Alley Cat plus Bittertide Hydra, whatever it is.
Let's see what Google says. Did Blizzard fixed DK Rexar? So they updated December 12th is when they said they were going to fix it. But that...
All right, it's January 15th. All right. They're taking their time, I guess. It's fine. They got to make sure they do it properly.
I don't see anything new since then. So all the news is from December. So I'm going to assume no, they haven't.
Feels bad, man.
I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume no fix.
Yeah, I'd assume no fix.
Which is a shame because DK Rexar, while not tier 1, is a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Have you played much DK Rexar?
Yeah, I played Hunter when the expansion first came out. Never really much of a Hunter player, but he's pretty good. I kind of
like the aggro mid-range decks because I don't like games that roll on for 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Like,
I do. That's the thing. That's the problem. I do enjoy me a nice 30-minute game. If it's somewhat skill intensive. Like if it's Raza Priest against Raza Priest is feels bad, man. Because whoever draws combo first wins the game. But
makes sense.
Other matchups, like I don't know, like Jade Druid's okay, stuff like that.
Well, I know that when Unguro was fresh, during the Unguro meta, one of my absolute favorite decks to play was a very long deck. It was the Quest Warrior, and that was a very fun.
Yeah, I like that deck. Just all the taunts.
Yeah, but boy,
the wall.
You would have games that would go on for almost an hour. It would get like it was an endurance match to play some maps, and then you'd lose, and you'd be like, "Oh, there goes 40 minutes of my life."
Yeah, it feels bad. It happens, right? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
every game is a 50-50. You either win or you lose.
Well, even then, there were certain matchups where I was like, okay, I'm playing against Quest Mage. I will probably win this, but it's going to go to fatigue. And you have to start planning. Okay, I have to plan for fatigue because that's where it's going to go.
Yeah, you have to plan 50 turns ahead and hope for the best.
Yeah, it gets a little rough.
Yeah.
I don't know. So if anyone is just joining me, I am talking to Frobro, who you can find at twitch.tv/xxFrobro45xx. He is a fantastic Hearthstone player, far better than me. He's got all the skills, and he's got the best hair in North America. As he will often tell you.
All skill-based game.
Dude, I know, man. Sometimes I marvel at your skill when you're like, I need to draw Twisting Nether here. And then you draw it. And I'm like, God, he's so good.
I can almost taste the skill. Feel the skill. Yeah, man. Skill-based game. What can I say?
Well, but I mean, that's the nature of card game. I used to play Magic the Gathering back in high school. And, that's the nature of card games. Sometimes you don't draw the cards you need.
Yeah, and sometimes you top deck, right? You can top deck in real life, too. So, I mean, it's not really a thing. It's not really a problem. Still.
But I will say that this current meta with Kobolds and Catacombs seems to be the heaviest RNG fest that I've ever seen, and that includes when Goblins versus Gnomes was the meta.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. They put in a lot of cards that just win you the game. Like Spiteful Summoner, just win you the game on turn 6. Just, play Spiteful Summoner, get your 10 cost spell, get you shards, win the game, or something stupid like that. I don't know.
Did I show you that clip?
Oh yeah, the double Grand Archivist.
I did the math
Feels bad.
on it. It was like a 1 in 500,000 chance that happened.
It's a pretty good player, I'll admit. Man, I wish I was that good.
How can you play any sort of strategy around that? There's... You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there's some cards in the game that just, just win you the game. Like Corridor Creeper when it's 0 mana on turn 2. Or something stupid like that. Yeah.
I have gotten Corridor Creeper on turn 3, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, like double 0 mana, quarter creeper on turn 3, just like, oh, all right, good
well,
game.
I guess I die.
I concede.
I don't know. You were last playing talk shows, Frobro? Were you doing a talk show?
I was? Not really. No, I just switched it to that when I'm not actually playing Hearthstone. I'm talking to chat. Like the last hour or two of the stream, I just talked to chat because yeah, why not, right? And then I don't want people to come in and be like, "Why isn't he playing Hearthstone?" Like I'm talking to chat. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I usually come in for about half an hour, 40 minutes of chat, and then I just hang out and like bother you as you're like just flipping through your collection randomly. You're just like click, click, click. Let's go back. Click, click, click.
My Hearthstone APM, man, it's too good, too good. All skill. Oh man, so good at auto squelching people. You don't even know.
Dude, I know.
I'm so good.
I know.
Oh man.
How does one get so good at auto squelching, and what does that bring to your gameplay?
Man, it removes half the tilt. All right. Because when they emote you and you get salty, you just cut that whole thing out, all right? And yeah, it just force a habit now. Just I don't even notice. Like halfway through the game, I'll check to see if I actually did it.
Halfway
man.
through, dude, you check on turn 2, on turn 4, on turn 5, on turn 7.
I have to make sure. Because if I forget and I lose and they emote me, then I want to kill myself. You see? I gotta be sure about these things.
I thought of you today, actually. I was playing, and some guy gave me a greetings during, turn 1. He was turn 1, he did a greetings, and then he made his play, and he ended his turn. And I gave him a greetings right back. And right after I gave him a greetings, he said, thank you. And I'm like, all right.
What is happening?
Okay. So then I did something else. Like, I made my turn 1 play, and then he gave me a wow. And I was like, Frobro, and I just squelched. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, see? I'm not dealing with these 12-year-olds, all right? Fuck this shit.
I'm not.
Auto squelch.
No, it's not worth it. It's not. Like, dude, if you're going to say thank you just because I played a Flame Imp, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, like, it'll just get worse.
Like, what?
See? Now you understand. You've witnessed the best and the worst of Hearthstone. Now you're gonna auto squelch every game.
I would say that I won't auto squelch, but yeah, like, why do you need 3 emotes before your second turn, right?
Yeah, the only people I greet are like people on my friends list and pro players, and that's it. That's it. All the other plebs get auto squelched. Even the pro players get squelched after I greet them. That's it. Like, nope.
I was watching you played someone. I want to say maybe Thiz, THJIS or someone.
Oh,
yes,
Tice.
Thank you. Yeah, I watched you played him once, and you greeted him, and then squelch. Like, right.
I greet them. If they don't greet me back, I squelch. If they greet me back, I probably squelch anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember too. You were like, "Oh shit, this is Thice. Look at that, pro player." Squelch.
You're special, but you're not that special, buddy. Get muted. There you go.
Yeah. But you get a chance to see those people. You get a chance to see those because you get up into the legend ranks pretty much every month, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty cool. Yeah. You have to play against the pro players. I've had a couple of them, talked to them. I mean, some of them are pretty cool. Some of them are assholes. I mean, it's like real life, right? I mean, what are you going to do? People are assholes. People are nice.
I think the only pro player that I actively root for and actively like is Ant.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty humble. That's why.
And on top of that, I've gone to his chat and talked, and he responds. He's like, Rhev, yeah, I think that they really do feel like they don't pay enough attention to the one draw. Like I'm like, shit, pro player actually reading chat. What are the odds?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, some of them are pretty cool, I'll admit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Literally none of the other pro players or big Hearthstone players ever, like, respond to their chat.
Yeah. Like, Just Saying, he's a pretty cool guy. I actually have him on my friends list right now. He's a pretty nice guy. Like, I played against him one time, and, he asked what I had in my hand, because I lost. I threw the game. But anyway, enough about my sadness.
Oh, feels bad, Throw.
he asked me, you know, he asked me what I had in hand. We talked about the game a little bit, and then we went on our merry way. He's a pretty cool guy.
That's what you want, right? Out of Hearthstone interaction. Like, someone who's pleasant and then leaves you the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, all right, man, good game. See you later. Farewell.
Yeah. I had one.
I think he actually added me because the first time I played against him, I shit on him twice in a row. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to add this guy just so I don't queue into him again. I'm like, all right, man, go. I actually said, I'm like, all right, go. I'm not going to queue into you again.
Oh, boy.
I just gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, man.
Well.
Because, I mean, I got Legend pretty early that season, so, you know, there wasn't that many players up there. Doesn't seem to be that many players at any given time, actually.
Well, I think also...
I seem to play against the same people like twice in a row on a pretty constant basis. It's kind
I
of
think
sucks.
a lot of it also depends on when you're playing, right? So, like, when you're playing and it's 8 o'clock in the morning and you're ranked 572 Legend, how many people are going to be anywhere close to you on Legend rank and online right then?
Yeah. A decent amount, but not enough that'll, you know, it'll variate who you play against too much. That's the problem. It's a lot worse in Wild, though, because Wild has, like, 200 Legend players or something media like that.
Yeah. I just can't get into Wild.
I played it a few times. It was fun. And then Giants Hunter came around. Made me feel bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen that often, but when it does, you just want to uninstall, so I just don't bother.
Well, Giz, if you like his hair, you should absolutely make sure you check him out at twitch.tv/xxFrobro45xx. He plays the Hearthstone. Best hair, North America.
Shit, man. Chat likes the hair. It feels good, man.
And, dude, that's the reason why you and I became friends, because I was scrolling through people who are playing Hearthstone, and I do this all the time. I go to Hearthstone, and then I scroll down to the bottom of the list, right? And then I look for someone who has a camera, whose title is in English, and that's pretty much it. And
you got clickbaited, bro. You went for it.
I did. Tell chat how you got me.
The best hair I name, man. Easy. It's always in the title. And yeah, he got clickbaited. That was about it.
The title of his stream always says best hair NA, North America, and then something else. And I was like, best hair NA, and I could see he had a cam. I'm like, all right, let me check this shit out. And I walked in, literally the first thing was like, well, shit, I'm not disappointed. That is some fucking awesome hair.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't false advertisement. It was clickbait, but it wasn't wrong. See?
Let's get into that, though. How much do you have to do to your hair to get it so lustrous and fro-bro-y?
Not much. I wash it, I brush it, and that's about it. I don't do that much to it anymore, to be honest. I just let it happen. Just let the magic happen.
Just got your natural on.
Yeah. Feels good, man.
I need to learn the ways of the clickbait. I need to figure out how to do that. My titles are always so lame. I'm like, I'm playing this game. Come say hi. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I just put the clickbait in, and then I put something stupid, like skill-based game or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm very happy that you're achieving some level of success. And I think that I've seen a pickup since you joined the Proper Nerds and started using it as one of your communities, too. I'm going to go ahead and say.
Yeah, seems good.
Yeah. Networking, bro. Networking, right?
Yeah, you're right. Right.
I don't know. Oh, you know, another thing that I think helps is you always have some great music going on. Yeah. Do you just have like a playlist, or do you play off Spotify? Like, how do you?
Yeah, I have a playlist. Sometimes I just use like YouTube or something if I want something really different. But yeah, I have a playlist for what you usually hear most of the time.
And does it play through like a bot, or you just play?
Oh yeah, it plays through Nightbot actually. I just put it on there so that the song requests will go in between.
All right.
If people want to request songs, then they just go in, right? This makes it easier.
I will once in a while throw in a song request, but I'm generally very happy with whatever. Well, the other thing too is a lot of times I come in and this is me. Click. Oh, Frobro's live. Okay. And then you're like, hey man, what's up? Good morning. And I'm like,
yeah, I always get you when you wake up. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. But then after like half an hour, I'm awake, and then I start actually brain selling.
Start your day with Frobro, man. Best way to start the day. Only way to start the day.
You and Cal, win by KO. You are my two wake-up streams. Dude, it's a bad day when neither of you are streaming in the morning, I tell you. It's like...
Feels bad, man. Yeah, I haven't streamed for the last couple days. Feels bad, man. Oh, well. Or get back on that. Or when
Cal's playing something I don't enjoy watching, like Street Fighter, I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
What's wrong, man? You don't like some good old titty fighter? Come on, bro. They've really been working on those jiggle mechanics, you know.
Dude, when I was 14, I used to love Street Fighter. At level 40, not so much.
Oh, it feels bad. It's fine. It's basically the same game. It just looks better. It's fine. Not much has changed.
No, it really hasn't. It really hasn't.
Telling you, man, those jiggle mechanics, though. You've never seen more realistic tits in your life.
Yeah. Well, you know.
At least in a video game.
I will say my cat's name is Cammy. It wasn't named after Cammy White from Street Fighter 2, but it occurred to me.
But you know, you can make the relation anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. You can.
It's all good.
Do whatever you want to do. I mean, but yeah, it's a rough day when I start my morning, and none of my favorite Hearthstone streamers like Hearthstone is such a great thing to watch when you first wake up. Like it doesn't take much brain power to just sit there and watch someone, but at the same time, if you're sitting there trying to figure out what they want to do, that can start to engage my mind. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it can, you know, it can stimulate the brain. And it doesn't. It's you know, it's a calm game, I guess. There's no like loud bangs, explosions, shooting, people dying.
Yeah, like trying to watch PUBG first thing in the morning.
You're a nervous wreck. You're like, what is happening?
Doesn't work for me.
Man, I wish that game would run for me. Feels bad, man. The game runs like complete shit.
Dude, I've sworn off PUBG. I can't play PUBG anymore at all. I can't.
Why is it getting worse? Cheaters, hackers.
Brendan, Player Unknown Green, came out and said 99%, roughly 99% of all cheats in the game are coming out of China. And I won't go too much into it, but basically because of the way the distribution works through Tencent Entertainment, which is a Chinese company, like they can't do anything about these people cheating. Like it's up to Tencent, and Tencent's not going to do it because Tencent creates some of the programs that are cheating programs. Like,
so basically dead game, lol.
Dude, and I keep running into these people that are playing it, and they're like, no, I don't think that guy was cheating. I'm like, oh no, that's perfectly normal that his mouse cursor, when you watch the death cam, the mouse cursor, he was going like this, and then instantly it snapped over in 1 millisecond. It snapped directly to your head, and then as he was firing and the recoil was lifting his gun, it would auto snap right back down. Like, no, I'm sure that was all skill. No,
all skill, dude. You've never seen that kind of APM before. That's your problem.
I'm like, dude, did you see the way that if you watch the way his crosshairs are moving? That's not natural human movement. Like you know what I mean? Like you can tell the difference between natural human movement and like direct robot movement. And they're like, no, he was just probably a really good player. That wasn't cheating.
Did you ever see that? Like a few months ago, there was like a pro Overwatch player who used an aimbot. He was playing McCree and he was just mowing kids down. It's like, you killed this guy through a wall. And I got in shit for that, obviously. But yeah, it's the same, right? It's just it ruins the game. The game's ruined.
There was another.
If they're not going to stop it, then I mean, it's just going to go downhill.
There was another guy. Maybe we're talking about the same person, but I know there was a big deal. That was like one of the top Tracer players in Overwatch, and same thing. Blizzard had to investigate, and it turned out he was using an aimbot because like, no, I'm just really good. He goes, because people just expected him to always be good, but
they just assumed,
people were like, no, look at this footage. Look at the way his mouse is tracking through walls, his crosshairs were following a person through a wall, and then the second that person would pop out of a door, he was on them, right?
Yeah, like you're not that good, buddy.
Yeah.
Nobody's that good.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
And it was like, and the way they caught it is it was tracking, and then the person stopped for a second, and then kept going. And it was like, if the person had just kept running, there was no way you could have tell. But it was like, this person stopped and then backed up like for a second and then went forward again. And it was like, how would he be tracking someone through a wall and then think to back up and then, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's unnatural, yeah. Oh, well, what are you going to do, right?
Oh, look at that. Sammy and Lassane reunited again. They're waifus.
Oh, man. Bible thump.
Lesbian lovers.
Shit.
I'll say that about Hearthstone. At least there's no cheat programs, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's bots. Bots, but they're not like, you're not good, right?
I mean, I'd rather face a bot because they're dumb.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there to farm occasional wins from the bad players, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not like MLG Pro, like, best plays, get wrecked. It's just kind of there, and they'll deal with them if they're a problem.
Have you run into many bot players?
Not that I can remember. I don't think. I think I played against a shaman bot one time just because of how slow and the fact that when he played cards, he never actually lifted them.
Yeah, and he never...
They just went from his hand to the field and was like, oh.
They never
okay.
mouse over anything, and they make very...
Yeah.
See, I'll tell you what, you run into a lot more down at rank 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's because they're just there to farm wins for, like, golden portraits and shit, right?
Yeah, and the card backs.
I actually want to play.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it's an easy win for me, so I don't care. You know.
Rip new player experience, am I right? Get farmed by a bot.
By the way, I'm going to just say right now, Lassane, go start your stream so I can host into you in like 10 minutes. Lassane held off starting her stream at 8 o'clock so she could be here for this.
I feel special.
Well, once she heard Frobro was going to be on, you know, she's like, Frobro's going to be on? Okay, let me get a dry pair of panties and I'll be right there.
Ah, man, the panties just drop. What can I say? Don't even bother putting them on.
I mean, I never do. You know.
Feels good, man.
No joke. I actually, I've gotten in the habit whenever I do the podcast, though, I can't wear pants. I have to wear shorts. Just because, like, my balls get too hot with the lights.
I just wear shorts all year round. It doesn't even matter. Every day I dress like I'm on vacation. It feels good, man.
Yeah. I'll also say, Lassane and Sammy, I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to be making a return to Witcher 3 soon. So, it's been about 7 months since I beat Witcher 3, so I'm ready to go back to that world, so...
Ready to dive back in.
Dude, so the other thing about Hearthstone, you play... How long... When you stream, how long do you stream for?
Yeah, like 4 to... Sometimes it just goes off to like 10 hours.
Dude, how do you...
Like generally it's like 4 or 5, but sometimes it'll be like 10 hours.
Oh my god. Dude, I love mixing in a little bit of Hearthstone, like an hour or two of Hearthstone, like towards the end of my stream. Or even at the start of my stream sometimes. Dude, I can't. How do you have the... I mean, it's really the only game you play, though. It's like you play that and...
I play Heroes of the Storm quite a bit, too. But yeah, that's about it.
I don't know.
I don't know either, man. It's pretty... it can be rough sometimes. I think it's just because it's such an easy game to stream. It's like 75% of the time you're actually not doing anything. You just talk to chat. Half the time your opponent's playing. Other half the time you're playing, and then you just talk to chat. It's pretty nice. Sometimes you gotta think, but then, again, your opponent gets a turn, right? So you just talk to chat. So... It's pretty good. Easy stream game.
So I was playing a game called Stellaris, which is like Civ. You know, it's one of those 4X type games. Yeah. And I found that was a very easy game to interact with chat with. Like, because, dude, I played that game for 60 hours from start to finish on stream. Like, that, it took me 60 hours to stream it.
Yeah.
You know, over the course of a month. And yeah, I get what you're saying, because there's plenty of times I'm like, well, what do I want to do here, blah, blah, blah. And then chat would start popping off, and I would just turn and talk to chat. And then chat would slow down and be like, oh, all right, let's get back to the game.
That's kind of a thing, right? Because chat basically is my entertainment when I stream. That's it. Chat entertains me, and then I entertain chat when I play Hearthstone and call my opponent a little faggot because he top decks me and I lose.
Yeah, them top decks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bad times.
It can be legit rough, man. I get, I know you say you get tilted when the emote. For me, that's where the tilt comes in, is those top decks, dude.
Yeah, it can be pretty brutal when you just get top decked and lose the game because of it. Yeah.
Like, I always make this mistake, too. I always make the mistake where I'm like, okay, well, I did this on turn 5, so on turn 6, I'm going to life tap, then I'll play the Hooked Reaver, and then I'll attack this with this, and I'll trade that one in there. And then, like, I'm start planning my turn out ahead of time. But then they do something, and you're like, well,
guess I'll lose.
there went my entire plan out the window.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'll hear me say that a lot. Like, if I get, like, double Kelsept on turn 2 or Ultimate Infestation on turn 5, like, oh, guess I'll lose. Well played, friend. And then, I just proceed to play the game and lose.
I was playing a Zulok deck earlier. First game of the day today I played. Zulok deck, queued into a Paladin. I'm like, oh, Jesus. It's an aggro Paladin, because that's all that exists right now is aggro Paladin. I go, all right, well, let me mulligan hard for Keleseth. I need Keleseth on, and I was going second, which that's bad for Warlocks. Warlocks do not want to go second. I go, let me mulligan hard for Keleseth. That'll be 8 out of my 30 cards. It's a decent chance of getting Keleseth. If I can play him on turn 1 with the coin, I have a chance, right? Didn't get Keleseth. Turn 1, he played some bullshit, the fucking taunt Divine Shield minion, on turn 1, or whatever. And then turn 2, he played Keleseth. I didn't get Keleseth till I died by turn 7, so I was like...
Yeah, I didn't draw Keleseth, he drew Keleseth, proceeded to lose. That's usually how it goes.
As soon as he played Keleseth on turn 2, I'm like, well, that's it, the game is over. I have no chance.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I don't know.
Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Well, it's like you said, guess you lose. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just call it a day. Pack it in, boys. We're going home.
All right, ready? I'm going to go a little deep. I prepared a single question for you. A single question. Okay. This is all the preparation I did. All right. Now, obviously, there are easy questions like, well, if you could remove any card from the game, what would it be? Blah, 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 blah. But we're not that. Not, if you could remove a card or blah, blah, blah. But if you could make one change to the fundamental gameplay or meta or whatever of Hearthstone, what would be the one change that you would like to see? Like, what do you think could be one change that would greatly improve Hearthstone as a play experience?
Well, thing is the awareness, the aggressor always seems to do better. As you said, going first is a big advantage. I don't know. Maybe you could give the guy going second 2 coins instead of just 1. That was the thought I had. I don't know. It might be too broken, but God, dude, like, how do you deal with turn 1 Mana Worm and proceed to get stomped? And you're going second, you play something, probably just kill it anyway. Like, I think 2 coins might do it.
All right.
Maybe.
Let me ask you this. So, have you ever seen Elder Scrolls Legends?
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay for it.
So, how they do turn 2 is they give you a Ring of Magicka, and it's got 3 uses, but you can only use 1 per turn. Yeah. I think that's really smart because it's not a card, so it wouldn't be a combo activator for, like, rogues. It wouldn't fill your hand, which is nice. You know what I mean? I feel like that's another much better way to go.
That's another thing. Yeah, like, I don't think coin should be a spell either, because then Quest Mage counts for the quest. You can use it with Auctioneer. The coin shouldn't be a spell. It should just be a coin. I don't know. It just shouldn't be a spell card. But yeah, anyway, go on.
Yeah, no, I think we're in agreement. For me, I'll tell you exactly what I would change. You ready?
Yep.
I think the biggest problem with it could very easily be sort of mollified by changing the... This is going to sound crazy, all right? This is going to sound absolutely crazy. Yeah. I know this is never going to happen, but like almost in a perfect world, 30-card decks lead to actually less RNG than the game needs to have. But because of the way legendaries work, there's too much value in one specific card. So here's what I would say. This is a pretty drastic change, but you make the card crafting cost way better. So, for example, one of the things I've always said is, like, you break down a card and you get 25% of its dust value, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I would do is, if you break down a common, you get like 20% of its dust value. You get even less dust. Then an uncommon is 25%, and then a rare you get like 30%, and then epic you get like 40%, and then the legendary you get 50%. So you make it easier to break down the tougher to get cards. So you make it more likely that people are willing to break down cards. Then what you do is you change Hearthstone so that it's a 60 card deck, and you can have 4 of every card, and then like 2 legendaries. Yeah, I mean that'd be pretty cool. It'd be a bit more like every other card game. I mean that. I think it's just because they built it to be they want it to be a mobile game too, right? So they want the games to be like max 5 minutes usually in general. Yeah. I think they said when the last expansion came out, the average game time was like 7 minutes, and they were happy about that. So I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, they want it to be a mobile game too, right? They want you to play it while you're eating or while you're on the shitter, and they don't want the games to be 3 days long. I will never boot up Hearthstone when I'm on the toilet. I refuse. I don't play Hearthstone on mobile actually at all. I just don't bother. I've done it once or twice on long car rides when my wife is driving. Yeah. It's good for something to do if you got to kill time, right? But listen, man, it's been a true pleasure, and you know how much I love you. I'm so glad that you joined the Prep Nerds and are getting more into that. And thanks for having me, man. I'm super stoked that your stream is definitely starting to grow. It looks like there's definitely been some improvement. And we're going to get on out of here, but everyone should make sure that you toss Frobro a follow. Let me make sure it goes in chat, even though Rock and Rage has been on it. XX. Yeah, thanks a lot. You can find Frobro at twitch.tv/xxFrobro45xx. Please do me a favor, toss him a follow, and stick around. We're gonna drop a raid on Lisane, so let's give Lisane the big host bomb. And you know how this ends, Frobro. You get the last word, buddy. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I try and stream every day. I'll probably be on, what time is it? 9 o'clock. I'll probably be on in a few hours, 3 or 4 hours. So you can check me out then if you really want to. And, I'll see you then. All right. Peace out, everyone. See you later. Farewell. Rhev is logging out of the system. Please stand by for a raid on another Twitch streamer. Establishing connection now. Please hold.